Hi everybody, how are you all doing on Tuesday? This is Wellness Wednesday on a Tuesday because Thanksgiving's coming up and we wanted to make sure to get you guys some great tips for holiday eating and even a great recipe that you can make this Thursday for Thanksgiving. So it's Shelby and Kelsey, we're both dietitians here at the Health Park, and Kelsey's got some great tips that she's going to give you for holiday eating this Thursday and even for Christmas next month.
So last week we talked to you guys a lot about diabetes, kind of the basics, how you can manage that with your healthcare team and what you can do to prevent those complications. So this week we've brought you guys a great recipe that we want to share. But first, what are some healthy tips that you guys can follow for the holidays and even just in general? So for normal people and people that may have diabetes, we want to try to have a well-balanced plate. So part of that would be making half of your plate those non-starchy vegetables. You can also choose to have a smaller portion size. We don't think that you have to miss out on any of those amazing holiday dishes that you really like, but maybe just have a smaller serving size and try a little bit of each thing that you really love. You can also kind of follow some healthy substitutions, so doing some things that are lower in calories, lower in sugar, or lower in fat. So our recipe that we have for you guys today is going to be a crock-pot crustless pumpkin pie. That's a little bit of a mouthful, but it's really delicious, and we've used some great kind of substitutions that Shelby's going to go through with you guys.
Absolutely. So let's get to making this. It's really easy. You just do it all in one bowl. So the first thing we're going to do is to beat up our eggs. And it's just 2 eggs. You can also do egg whites if you want, or even egg substitute if you're trying to cut down on your cholesterol. We'll throw those into the bowl. And then next, we're going to go in with a 1/2 cup of low-fat baking mix. So I got the Bisquick version. We like the low fat. It's going to be lower in sugar or in fat as well. But also what I noticed is with the regular baking mix, it had some trans fats in there. So I like the low fat version a lot better. This is a 1/2 cup of that brown sugar Splenda mix. So we're going to throw it in there. That's going to give us a lot of sweetness, but it's really going to cut back on the calories. And we have not noticed any different taste with this, so it's still really good and sweet when you use this. So that's all of those quick ingredients. Now we're going to add some of the wet ingredients. We're going to go in with a full can of the pumpkin. So this is just pumpkin puree. It's not the pumpkin pie filling. So make sure you just get plain pumpkin in the can. We'll go in with that. And so that's going to give you some good fiber and nutrients. And we also are going to go in with a full can of that fat-free evaporated milk. So you can get this in the baking section. And getting the fat-free is going to be a lot less added fat, also a lot less calories. Then we just mix it together. We'll get it all going and all good and uniform. And we're also going to add in some pumpkin pie spice. So when you're doing less sugar, a lot of times you can add in more spices, especially the warm spices like your pumpkin pie spice. And that's going to give it a lot of flavor without having to have as much sugar. So we're just going to get this finished up. And that is all. So you can really just dump everything into this recipe, mix it in a bowl, and then we're just going to throw it into the crock pot on low for about 3 to 4 hours. All right. So that would be our next step, but let's show you the real deal, Kelsey.
So this, we've already made one up so you guys could see the end result, and look at that. That looks so good. It looks just like a pumpkin pie, but just doesn't have that crust. And it's definitely filled up the room with a lot of good smells, so we're excited to try it. You guys, feel free to get this recipe. It's going to be on our website at owensborohealth.org/nutrition. Let us know if there's any other recipes that you guys would like to see in the future. We'd be happy to try those out with y'all. But other than that, hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving.